I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with the cattle market summary for the week ending February the 16th, and kind of reminds me of Rawhide the way things are going right now, but we need to change it up a little bit and head them out and move them up. We need to continue to stay aggressive marketing these cattle. We got the big $130 on Friday before the end of the business day, and that was a great sign, showed a lot of strength in the market. Those of you guys that watch this regularly, you knew it was going to happen, but that was a big positive on Friday to get that 130. It's a threshold, it's a psychological thing. They hated to go there, but we got it now. What do we do now? We need to continue to move these cattle through the system. I'm expecting a big volume for last week's trade, although we won't find that out until Monday sometime. But we need to continue to aggressively market these things, all the while trying to hold on to as much of this market position as we can. And you know, your packers were kind of short bought, and they had to come to that market. There's no reason to believe that we can't hold it there, maybe even gain a buck or two, but we've got to stay aggressive in this marketing of these cattle and then start to pull these cattle forward. There's no secret that we're getting to get into some heavier supplies of market ready cattle here before too long. We need to start pulling those cattle forward as much as we can to try to flatten out that hill that we've got to climb. But you look at the board for last week. April live cattle futures started out Monday up $1.37. Tuesday was down just 22 cents. Wednesday back up 45. Thursday up $2.02, and then Friday up 40 cents with a good positive week in your live cattle contract, with April ending the week at 127.65. That was up $4.03 for the week. Your February spot live contract ended the week at 130.10, which is just almost right in there even with what our cash market ended up being, and that was up $3.58 for the week. Good week for your feeder cattle contracts also. March feeder cattle, Monday was up $1.47, Tuesday down 40 cents, Wednesday up 90 cents, Thursday up $1.65, and Friday off just a dime. Ending the week with March at 149.72, up $3.52 for the week. Your April contract was up $4.65 for the week, ending at 152.40, and that all important August sticking out there strong at 155.35, based on an 800-pound steer to deliver in August there, late in the summer, early fall. And if you can get some guys to start signing contracts for those, you might want to go ahead and take them up on that. But fats for last week, like I said, the 130 was big. Happened kind of early to mid-afternoon on Friday, and your packers were aggressive and guys were anxious to get that for their cattle, so expecting a big volume, but don't really have an idea what it could be. It should be well over 100,000 in your 5-area feeding region, which will be a good positive sign for what the market is doing and what it did last week. But that 130, $4 higher for the week compared to the previous week. Your dress sales in the Northern Plains were mostly 205, and that was a full $5 higher on the top end there. But that's the highest market we've seen since early last summer, so that's a really good thing going in here this time of year. Box beef cutout values, amazing how steady to firm they were, but choice cutouts for the average trade of last week as a whole, 208.47, up just a penny, up 0.01. Selects were up 86 cents at 204.17. Choice select spread sitting at $4.30 on a pretty good movement of 617 loads of cuts, grinds, and trimmings. But your slaughter ended up being very positive too. It's just amazing how many of these cattle we're harvesting. We went into last year this time with an aggressive slaughter, and we couldn't believe how well we were doing, and we're beating that. We're up. So far year to date, we're up compared to last year, and we're just moving a lot of protein, guys. 596,000 head for the week. And that wasn't even that big of a Saturday. I was hoping for a better Saturday, but only 20-some thousand there on Saturday, but that 596 is 5,000 more than the previous week and 20,000 more than the same week a year ago. Now your feeder cattle markets, your real-time index, Beef Market Central, on your 7-day moving average of 700 to 900 pound steers up through the middle 12 states, ended the week at 148.31. That was up 83 cents compared to the end of the previous week, so that's a positive there. Your cash feeders in the auctions on the weekly trend were firm to $4 higher for the week, except for your big heavy feeders, your big steers weighing over 8.5. They were steady to $2 lower. Your individual quotes for last week late on Friday: Lexington, Nebraska had 81 head of 550 pound steers, bring 208 on Friday afternoon. Pretty good price there on some fancy calves. And South Coffeyville, Oklahoma, on some mixed steers, 119 head of them, a good market quote there, 811 pounds, bring 149.85 on Friday. That's a look at your week's markets for last week from a Home DV auction office here in Canyon, Texas. We'll talk to you next week.